When I took this out, I got compliments. The reoccurring theme here, I get a lot of compliments on my Brandon Blackwood bags. Hey guys, it's your girl Alyssa, aka Always Alyssa J, and today we're going to be talking about my Brandon Blackwood collection and whether or not I believe Brandon Blackwood is in fact worth the money. So Brandon Blackwood isn't entirely new to the scene. He started his brand in 2015, but I believe he became more popularized with his products back in 2020 and 2021. One of his earlier line of handbags were called the ESR totes. I actually have one here and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. ESR stands for End Systemic Racism. And so these became very popular as he was donating a portion of his proceeds to an organization. And so I actually received this bag after working with Zitstica. At the time, I want to say this was 2020, maybe 2021. I was working with Zitstica on a monthly basis, and they had a partnership with Brandon Blackwood, hence the color. And so they sent this to me. I haven't really worn it because the color is very specific, but I still had a lot of love and support for the mission. And so after these handbags rolled out, he started rolling out other styles. And so these other styles became even more interesting to me. And so I'm going to get into a couple. I own 7 handbags total from Brandon Blackwood, all ranging in different shapes, styles, and colors. So let's get into it. So one of his more popular styles is called the Quay bag. And so I have them here in 2 different sizes. There's 3 bags total. I have the pink, there is a python, and there's this medium one in sandstone. I also have another medium one in this beautiful blue color here. And so let's break down the Quay and what it entails. So before launching the medium size, this was the standard Quay sized bag. And so what it entailed was this zipper here. And so I think he kind of designed it to be another version, or I want to say that the inspiration may have been the Hermes Kelly, just based on the overall design. You have the flaps here. They're not nearly as thin. Obviously, they are thicker flaps, and you can kind of see the siding here as well. This does come with feet at the bottom. And then on the inside, you do have a strap. I have not used the strap as of yet. You can see it's still very much in the paper that it came in. And the paper is still in here as well. But I do think that this was designed based off of the Kelly. And you could kind of wear it either buttoned up like this, or you can wear it a little bit more slouchy, a little bit more free like this. And so I was very much drawn to this color. I think it's super cute. I am a girl who loves pink, and this is artificial croc, right? So this is just a textured croc pattern, though he does sell real croc bags, y'all. And so when I initially bought this, I want to say it was around $150, if even that. Let me actually triple check the pricing right now. Okay, so again, this is a pink croc embossed leather. So this is genuine leather. This is not vegan leather. So keeping that in mind. So initially when I bought this, I want to say it was anywhere between $150 to $175. It wasn't something that was really breaking the bank. It was something that was under the $200 mark. However, that was a couple years ago, and now this bag retails for $250. Now, that is a pretty big jump if what I paid for is correct. And again, I do think it is correct. So we're talking anywhere from $100 to a $75 jump over the course of just a few years. And so do I think it's worth $250? I think I would still say yes. In my opinion, I would still say yes. There are lots of leather bags that are on the market that retail for a lot more than that, okay? And don't have like a star name value or anything of that kind. And so I still don't think $250 for this is bad. Now, if this were to go north of $300, I think I would definitely have to be like, I don't know, just due to the size. And also the lining, I'm going to show you guys this. The lining is just okay. You see that there? The lining is just okay. It's nothing to write home about. You see, I can push it in. It's not anything special. And so again, the quality of this may have even changed, right? We're talking about a bag, this bag that I got a couple of years ago. The quality may have changed since then. So, again, I still think at $250, it's still a fair price. But again, should this reach north of $350, we start getting into like a $400 territory, then maybe I'll be like, I don't know about that. But it's versatile. Again, super cute. You can wear it closed, wear it open, wear it handheld, wear it with a strap. There's many different ways you can style this. Definitely well worth the money. Now, this one right here, this is genuine Python, babes. I paid $400 for this and would pay $400 for this again and again and again. I don't know if they actually still have the Python one on here. I don't think they sell it anymore overall. But if they did, I'm sure there was a price increase because, again, I got this a couple of years ago. And so this might retail for $500 or $550 if he were to put it back up on the site. And even if he did, it's still worth it. The stitching, that issue that I had mentioned, and it's not really an issue. You know what I'm saying? It's not an issue. But you can see with this bag, I can't push the lining in. That stitching is a lot cleaner. You know what I'm saying? And so this bag for me was worth every penny. Actually, when I saw that it was only worth $400, I was like, that's it? I was like, that's all? And so definitely worth every penny. The feet actually came with plastic covers on it. I want you guys to be able to see. If it would clear, you see it has plastic covers on it. Look at the stitching, guys. Just so well done and well designed. I love this so much. Just very clean. I love the way that it was dyed. Just beautiful, beautiful piece. Like for me, as someone who is a handbag collector, if you will, I just had to have this, and I'm so glad that I do. But again, even if this was worth upwards of $600, 100% worth it for genuine Python. Now jumping to the medium quay. I would get compliments on this all the time. And the way that I would wear it is the same way that I would wear my Kelly. With the strap open like this and super relaxed. Between the blue color and this sandstone color, this is the blue color again that I have here, compliments, endless compliments, guys. So well made, really beautiful. Again, beautiful leather, very soft. The inside, again, that stitching, clean, okay, honey? Super clean. I actually think this might be a suede interior, but don't quote me on that. But guys, I paid for this. I paid, I want to say $300, which again, very fair price. And this was a couple years ago. I believe there was a price increase on this as well. So now this might be $350. I think he didn't raise the price on this one in particular too much. I want to say it's $350, max $400. If that is the case, again, I definitely think worth every penny just because of the sheer amount of compliments that I get on this, the sheer amount of outfits I'm able to wear with this, and it holds a lot of stuff without being too much of a gigantic bag, if that makes sense. And so has the same features. This is how I wear it. I wear it open. You can close it up, wear it with a strap, wear it handheld. This is what the back looks like. And then these are the feet. The feet are a little different than the smaller ones. They're a bit pointier, if you will. But again, I've gotten my wear, I've gotten my money out of this bag. And you can see after a couple of years, it's still in real stellar condition, guys. Really great condition. No wear, no scratches. I mean, granted, I've been pretty careful with it. But again, just a really great quality handbag and definitely worth a couple of $100. that it cost for this. So if you were looking for a style, an everyday style, this is an everyday style that you can definitely get your wear out of. That is refined, it's classic, it's not going out of style. So just another look at this. And then it does say, I didn't mention this before, it does say Brandon Blackwood, New York, right there at the top of the bag. Really gorgeous, really beautiful bags. Just two more pieces I wanted to talk through. You can see my shelf is getting a little empty, which goes to show you just how many of these bags that I have. So this is the Kendrick trunk. I believe this is Lizard. I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer. You can see it says Brandon Blackwood up here. Look at that. That texture is just so beautiful, okay? And then just had a little dust on it, honey. I haven't been taking it out as much. This is more of a spring bag for me. You have the buckle up top and all the gold hardware there. And then at the bottom, guys, again, there are the feet with the plastic covers on them. And so with this particular bag, you can also wear it with a strap. Here is the strap. I usually wear it handheld, hence why the strap is still in the plastic. You can't really see inside, but it's fairly spacious. You just can't open it up too widely. And so I'm going to be honest. I forget how much I paid for this trunk. Let's actually take a look since I'm still on the website just to see how much he's charging for these Kendrick trunks right now. So there are the mini Kendrick trunks, and then there's the standard size, which I think is what I have. The minis are $250. The standard sizes are $285. For this being Lizard, I believe I may have paid $300, or maybe a little bit less, but again, I bought this within the last 2 years, so the price increase wouldn't be as drastic as some of the Quays that I picked up, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago. But at $300 and under, this is worth every penny for me. Again, just looking at the quality of the stitching, the structure of the bag, the texture, it's beautiful. When I took this out, I got compliments. The reoccurring theme here, I get a lot of compliments on my Brandon Blackwood bags. They're very much recognizable. One of the places that I even got, that someone complimented it, I walked into a Tiffany store and one of the associates was like, "Is that Brandon Blackwood?" I said, "Yes, it is." And he was like, "It's a beautiful, beautiful bag, guys." No matter where you go, high-end stores, low-end stores, outside, inside, people are going to recognize these bags. And recognize that they're quality. You don't just get complimented on a bag that's not quality. And so at $300 or less, worth every penny for me, would 100% buy it again, perhaps in a color that I'll carry more often. Because again, this is a little bit more of a spring color. These trunks are really beautiful. I will say there was another trunk. I'm supposed to have 8 bags. There was another trunk that I really wanted. It came in that same croc embossed, this same croc embossed texture, except it was an emerald green. And it came, guys, I was so heartbroken. The buckle at the top that's supposed to close the bag was broken. I was so hurt, so hurt, and even more hurt because at the time it was out of stock. I had gotten, I guess, one of the last bags, and so they processed my return easily. They processed it within like a week. It was fairly easy to get in touch with them. At the time, they were still up and coming, so it did take a second to get a response, which was understandable, but I did get my refund, but again, I was just very devastated because I couldn't place the order for the bag again. And stuff happens, you know what I'm saying? Quality issues happen, buckles break, things break down in transit, whatever the case may be. So that to me didn't mean that their stuff wasn't quality, especially because I had received other bags before. And so I just charged it to the game. It was what it was. I did get another trunk, so It's all good. And then last but definitely not least, in my Brandon Blackwood collection, I have the Sill Rhinestone bag. How beautiful is this? So they had this on their site, I want to say a year ago, and it's been sold out since, not a year ago, last summer. It was hot last summer. These bags were it last summer, and I waited too long. These bags are $350. I waited too long and they sold out. Never restocked them. However, I had noticed that they had them at Saks. And so they had them in this black color with the white rhinestones. They also had an orange, a blue, a green, and a pink. But this one for me was the most universal, which is why I picked it up. And so again, I was gonna get it and someone snatched it from me and it sold out from Saks and I was really upset. And then one day I noticed it came back in stock. I was wondering if someone returned it for whatever reason, which I was a little nervous about. I'm like, okay, is there something wrong with the bag? And they're still trying to sell it. But there is nothing wrong with this bag. I'm gonna bring it up close to you. Look at these rhinestones all over the bag. The one thing I will say is that I wish there wasn't, there's some gapping here, just because of how they needed to sew the bag for it to come together. So that's my only qualm about it, you know, because it is slightly noticeable. But it, you know, once you've taken your pictures, you got your outfit and your that is not going to matter. No one is going to be checking for that. This was $350. Do I think it was worth that? I definitely think that price is not anything egregious for what this is. A lot of brands that make these bags, I mean, Prada has one like this. I mean, granted, they're Prada, but it's just like rhinestones on nylon, and it's what? How much money is it? Like $3,000. So this for $350. I think Alexander Wang also has one, Bruce Glenn. Those are all well above $600, $700, over $1,000. So this for $350, easy. There's also the tag here. It says Brandon Blackwood. Let's see if we can get that up close and personal. And there's a knot here on the zipper. There is a place, it does come with a dust bag. There is a place on the inside that has a inside zipper for you to place things, and another inside pocket. Can't really see it, but this is an inside pocket right here as well. So all in all, I think it's a beautiful bag. And I honestly and truly cannot wait to start styling it with my outfits. Obviously, like my nighttime outfits. I don't really have a nightlife, so I don't know what I'm saying, but very beautiful bag, well worth $350 in my opinion, especially because a lot of other brands have bags like this for well over $1,000. So that is my Brandon Blackwood collection. I had mentioned the pricing of each piece throughout and what I thought was worth it and not so much. And honestly and truly, his pricing is very fair. For the construction of his bags. Now, I know there is a number of people on social media who have acknowledged and said there are some inconsistencies when it comes to what is posted versus what people get. And they're valid, right? They're very much valid, but the brand has sought to correct and to fix and to refund where applicable. They've been fairly, from what I've seen in terms of the complaints that people have made on social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, that people get their things resolved, right? He's not just out here saying, well, you didn't like the quality, that's too bad. He gives refunds where necessary, and provides, from what I found, especially when I myself received a broken bag, excellent customer service. All brands go through things like this, especially brands who had to scale at the rate that Brandon Blackwood had to scale. And so I can't be mad at that. It happens to every brand. Perhaps we don't hear about it nearly as often. And I also think there's something to be said about the fact that Black-owned brands often get scrutinized a little harder than other brands, but that's a conversation for another day. But overall, I think He puts out great bags. I think his quality, as you can see with the Quays that I've had, I think the quality has improved over time. And so honestly and truly, I like the brand. I think the price point is very fair, even with the price increases he's had. And so definitely worth checking out. They had a Valentine's Day collection not too long ago that I think is still up on the site. And so again, definitely think it's well worth the money. Definitely think it's fair. Definitely think the customer service is good. And I just like Brandon Blackwood as a brand and him as a person overall. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you liked what you've seen today, talking about handbags, luxury handbags, fragrance, fashion, all of that good stuff, click the subscribe button and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.